from the 36 now. 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Williams. And he's going to give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. And now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A first down throw for Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check 3. 80 weapons. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this. And Thielens got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A 1-yard touchdown pass as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. They give it to Williams, running right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 28. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Escaping the pressure right. Demarcus Robinson there to make the grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Cousins. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Hey, we're good.
Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
43, 15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, Charles, you and I have made our predictions for Super Bowl 54. We're coming soon, the official Madden NFL 20 Super Bowl prediction. Something Madden folks do every year is predict how they think the big game is going to play out. And that prediction, with the help, by the way, from Peyton and Eli Manning, is going to be revealed on Thursday, January 30th, 9 Eastern. Go to EA.com. Stephon Diggs! Touchdown, Vikings! Stephon Diggs, 74 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Mahomes will try again on second down. They complete it to Hill. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Anthony Harris on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Mahomes now just 7 of 15 so far. Williams loses the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it, and an opportunity missed. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. His throw incomplete. He was looking for... is tied in there, Kyle Rudolph. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. First. Defense. All right,
working out of the gun, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Here's Cousins, eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes flushed out right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Watkins alone on the left side. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw is Mahomes. Not that time for Watkins. A quick sidestep here, CD. The NFL doing something kind of neat for its 100th season, which wraps up with Super Bowl 54. They're inducting a 20-man class, a centennial class, into the Pro Football Hall of Fame this year. Now, a number of modern-day candidates won't be announced until the night before the Super Bowl, but 15 have already been announced, and it's a pretty good list so far. Guys like Harold Carmichael, Bobby Dillon, Alex Karras, Donnie Shell, Duke Slater, a number of others in there as well, CD.
Yeah, you're right about that, and what this does is they hope it helps ease the backlog of some of the great candidates that are out there. You know, a Max Speedy and Ed Sprinkle, people may have forgotten about, but they were tremendous during their time frame, and we did get to see.
And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd down here. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Cousins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, and that will force a turnover on downs. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? That game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They run. It's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. To throw is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Great hands there defensively to knock the ball away in the end zone. My partner just stood up. It's 4th and goal, and the game coming down to 1 play.
And there's no way you're getting me back down there again.
And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Mahomes, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30. Here's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go. Listen to me.
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Cousins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
But they pick up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. I would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win call.
On 1st down, it's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.